Your Foundation TV. Welcome back to Banter Trimz, episode 7. Today we'll be discussing are Man City and Liverpool the best? Will we see another Champions League final? Will Leicester make it to top 4? And Xhaka and VAR.
Yo, welcome to Banter Trimz. You're here with your host Wezza. We're getting straight into it this week. Liverpool 2, Spurs 1. Mark.
Hi, everybody. Liverpool 2, Spurs 1. What can I say? Football. We're finding ugly ways to win. Last season, that would have been a loss or a draw, which fundamentally cost us the league last season. So, for me, result obviously is good. I kind of want to talk to Josh about this, but he's not here today. So, Josh, if you're watching this, you had a lot to say last week, man. Was it the Nets closing in, was it, and all that? And your gears and all that? I watched the video.
Michael just wants to get the tune up to top level.
You were saying last week. You were saying last week, right?
No, but I'm just wondering when it stopped. Because you was winning.
To be fair.
No, but you let me finish though.
So
you was like kind of grinding out results, getting those wins.
See that word grinding, that's why I'm just trying to cut you off. I think it's rude to suggest we're grinding out results when we're on average beating teams by 2 goals.
So
we didn't say you're grinding.
He just said he's grinding.
I'm responding to your point.
I'm reiterating something that you said.
Your Liverpool companion is.
Okay. Upon reflection, I think terms like grinding is a bit frankly disrespectful.
So what kind of football are you playing then?
We're playing league winning.
No. Because you said champagne and league. No, I need to know what kind of.
So you want another analogy you can drink?
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll give you an example.
Is it Coca-Cola?
I'll give you an example. This is an off-key analogy. Like say me and you spar now, and I kicked you in your leg really hard, and then said let's do the 100-yard dash. I don't have to run too fast. Because there's no way if I kicked you, you're gonna be able to keep up with me. So we're Mirandering along, and we're just that's good enough.
Miranda.
No.
Oh, okay.
And that's good enough to be pretty much anyone by on average 2 goals.
Josh, what do you reckon? Good timing. What do you reckon?
Yeah, no, I just heard my man's comment about he kicked somebody in their leg.
We're not.
So what you're trying to say is that you've damaged the teams already by your presence being in the league. And that is enough for everybody else. No. Listen to what he said.
He's giving an analogy of what type of football we're playing.
That analogy doesn't stack up because he said something else. He said you're beating teams by
2 or 3 goals.
A number of two goals. On average, we are. The stats show that.
Oh, your average.
Yeah.
What average are we talking about?
Shall I tell you what?
This season as well.
Where are you getting these?
Well, these are like.
Can I also say something to you? Do you know what?
You beat Sheffield United 1-0. You beat Tottenham by 1 goal.
Okay.
So where there's all these? You drew with them. So where are these stats from?
That's 3 out of 10 games, people.
3 out of what 10?
But we've 10 games in. We play you the 10 games. As I was saying. Do you know it's a case of it's a case of just keep doing what we're doing. I think that's why we're winning games. We just keep on doing what we're doing. We don't.
Hold on. Now.
Oh, bro. Yeah, stop. I'm talking to the top. Right.
I'm just helping.
But it's just a case of just continue to do what we're doing.
That was the worst I've seen my team play against your team. Remember last week I said to you, it's always a tight game.
Usually, yeah.
But we gave up. How can you score?
We scored in the 90th minute, didn't we?
No, we gave up. How can you score in the 6th minute and play that type of football?
For the rest of the game. But sometimes you can score too early.
This is top.
Sometimes you can.
No. And this is where you're doing my team a disservice. What you saw up until the equaliser was a sustained period of football that most teams can. That's a level that most teams can't get to. And the heat we put on you was mad. If it weren't for your goalkeeper, who when I saw him Why are we always taking it back to your dead team?
I'm just saying we don't.
Your team just woke up on the weekend, but before then you shouldn't be talking.
Can you finish?
Yeah.
No.
Your goalkeeper, full credit, was on a mad.
Yeah, your goalkeeper had a
What
line.
I'm
It would
trying
have
to
been
say
much
is
better.
that's why I'm saying that was poor because we don't normally allow you to have those.
You had no choice.
right? And then you got Son, who's got the goal.
Bad man.
Yeah,
Bad-
that would have been 2-0.
Yeah.
That would have been 2-0.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say is, what type of football was my manager sending his team out to play? Defensive
Yeah, but you
game?
got it in for him now, though.
Yeah.
Hold on.
When he's played that type
You
of
couldn't. You
football.
can't stop the wave. That's
What
your
do you mean stop the
problem.
wave? How-
You
how's Son
can't.
hitting the
No
bar?
team
You
can
got
stop the
wave.
wave unless they're City.
Wait. No, what I'm trying to... Alright, I'll tell you what I
Every
noticed.
time,
Hold on,
what's
what I
that?
noticed is that you're not giving any other team credit. It's like...
You deserve none. Unless you're City, you deserve
We
none.
don't deserve none.
None.
We don't deserve none.
No,
You
shut
try-
up.
Big chest.
Because
Hold on. Sorry, Uncle, 1 second. 1 second.
When you play a type of
I'm gonna
game,
tell you why.
that's-
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
Let him
why.
finish.
I'm gonna tell you
Just
why.
woke up.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Let him have the floor.
2 defeats in 68 games, I believe now. Unless you're City, you don't deserve credit from Liverpool.
No,
Yeah?
That's
no,
what
no,
you
no,
deserve.
you can't
You
talk
deserve
that,
none.
man.
You man are celebrating
No,
draws.
no, you
You
can't
man
say
are
that.
celebrating
You
draws.
can't say that.
hold on.
You had your game. You
man
had
are
your
celebrating
You're
draws.
celebrating the draw. You're celebrating the draw.
So
Because he's saying 2 points in 68 games. So he's celebrating the draw.
My sister.
Yeah, so you're saying you're celebrating the draw. Because
No, I'm not. I was
celebrating the draw?
Was you was here last week. I was not impressed. You man are celebrating draws because the last time. When was the last time you lost?
celebrate.
You two
Oh
were
my God.
celebrating.
Junior one. Uncle's been around. You two are
Last
moving
week when I
mad.
celebrated the draw, I wasn't celebrating the
All
draw.
week you won.
No. We used that as an
You lot
example
couldn't
to
beat
show
us.
that your team
You lot,
is
it. You lot couldn't beat us. Why would you say
Is that an opinion or is that a fact?
Mark.
Is that an
hold on,
opinion
hold
or
on,
That's him.
hold
That's
on,
him.
hold
I'm not talking about you, Junior.
No, but I know. I
Yeah,
agree
it's
with you.
him, this
But what
one.
I'm saying is that that team is Man United's team is beatable by a lot of teams on there.
Yeah.
And we
And we were
teams
terrible.
come-
But like you said in your
Because
own
we're-
words, Junior,
because we're
but like you said in your
building
own
a
words, Man United, whoever's got that shirt on is going to raise 20% when they play
Against Liverpool.
They're going to
Against
raise
Liverpool.
their team without a shot. No matter, even if
Agreed.
these two clowns
Why
are
did you raise your game?
But
because
when-
we don't respect it. We don't respect it.
Did you watch last
Because
week?
of you two, you're
Did
making
you watch
us
last week's
respect it.
episode? Did you not watch last week's episode? I think amongst us, we kind of deduced the issue with Liverpool playing United at Old Trafford.
Because Liverpool got carried away with
We played the occasion.
What I noticed,
So you
what I
got
noticed
carried
is
away,
that
right?
because
So you
it's
didn't
Man
play that
United
tactic.
and all this
Oh,
money
no,
hype and everything,
Sorry, say that again?
because it's this Man United, we should be doing this. No, you have to. The team is changing. You've got young players in there. Would Pereira get in any side?
He's all right.
Pereira, whose side would he get in? Maybe.
man.
Yeah, as he would get in as, but
Not my
whose
team,
other
fella.
side?
Yeah,
would he get in?
I ain't said. But Junior,
The only out of them players, how many would make your team?
I think personally, I think
keeper might get.
I think a
on
big
the
man.
bench.
But
Keeper
yeah,
might sit on the
apart
bench.
from that,
Oh,
nobody else.
you mean in the squad or
Yeah.
the first
Keeper
team?
might sit on the bench.
Yes.
So hold on, so you wouldn't say Rashford would get in your
Nope.
No,
No
where?
way.
Not as a
Where?
first team.
No way.
In the first 11, where?
Hold on, not as a first team player.
Where?
Oh, are we talking about
saying-
bench?
You saying
Are we talking about
Your
bench?
squad is that
Okay, no, we
squad.
can. No, we
Squad.
give it. I will give it. My.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Squad,
asking.
That's what I'm
Level
saying.
of
That team is certainly would Fred
Do
make
you know
that
what?
team?
I think
Would Fred make
No,
your
that's
team?
the need.
No,
We're not gonna.
There you
we're
go.
not gonna do that.
So
That's not
really,
good debate, you know.
you're not giving them credit for doing what they're doing. They
I
had,
am.
they
That's
had
exactly
to
what we
defend. They had to defend because
So hold
if we
on.
had come out, we would have got murdered.
So hold on, can I ask a question to you two? So are you saying that they can't disrespect all the other teams because they're only playing good football? They haven't won the Premier League. Is that what you guys are saying?
No, I'm saying that they're playing good football, but what they're not giving is they're not giving other teams credit for doing what they're doing. Sheffield United know that they couldn't go out and fight.
So they sat back
So
and-
they sat back
yeah.
and that lot, and you got lucky with a goal. Yeah.
What is it?
Man United knows that they can't go out there. If we went out, we would have got blasted up. But they know we've got to defend and
Mourinho tried
counter
that.
attack.
And you got the sack.
Yeah. So, but it worked against you lot, didn't it?
What, Mourinho? Oh, you mean
No,
against Liverpool?
yeah, it worked. What he done, it worked.
This is my point. This is my point.
That's right, did it work?
You
Is
man,
that a result
you
then?
lot are celebrating.
No, but you're
that
trying to
victory.
say, no, but Rob, you're trying to say that you're not
You
coming
none of
out-
I'm saying
you're not coming
none
out-
of you would deserve anything
Why?
from Liverpool
Why?
because you ain't done anything to earn our respect.
Well,
We've
yeah.
lost twice in almost 70
And
games.
you respect that though. You respect it though.
I respect that because he
knows.
knows that you got to give. You
Well,
got to give.
bro, we kind of have still.
haven't.
We're not being rude. Since June.
Have you won the Premier League?
Kind of have.
I said
No,
since June.
we're procrastinating.
June.
We're procrastinating. We are because we're talking about the Tottenham and our Liverpool game and Aston had a chat. And I think it's important because it looks like yeah.
I'm not getting a hug. I'm just letting you lot go on.
Listen, ultimately,
He's just doing what a teacher does.
small victories.
I'll wait too long. I'll wait.
It's
not even that.
You won 68 games, and
No,
those
we ain't
seasons that you haven't lost, and you haven't won the league. That's what you're playing in.
But okay, but what you have to
won the league.
saying that Manchester, we've got 98 points last season.
97.
97 points. Sorry, and you got what?
You get nothing.
What I'm saying is, usually getting those numbers would win the league in any season.
And this is why.
Last season, Man United, Man City got 98 then.
98.
We got 98. So that was unprecedented to not win the league and get 92. Lose one game to the champion. So so what I'm saying is, I understand what you're saying. If you accumulate all those wins, you accumulate all those points, but the things have changed. That's why we're so far ahead of everybody else. The two of us, because things are completely different. Because if they were the same, that 97 would have won us the league.
Yeah,
and it
but
didn't.
no,
In any other
season.
No, but you can't make that.
But my
He
point
just
is
said
this.
so. Josh
My
just
point
said
is
so.
this. My original point was this because I said.
All right then. All right then.
But my original statement was this. You don't want listening.
Talk about the amount of draws that you had that lost you that time.
Listen, if
we
you
had
said
three,
my
I think.
original
Three or three.
statement,
That's what I'm saying.
if you don't listen,
But so did City lose have draws because they were 1
Yeah,
point.
but they won the title.
Bro, at 2 o'clock, I think on the Sunday, I remember the game, we won the league.
Yeah, at 2
I think Brighton scored against them.
And how long did you think that was going to last?
I know.
And how long did you think that was going to last?
coming back from
And look, we won the league until about 2 seconds before the
do you
danger.
understand what I'm saying? But the point I'm making is, at any other season, that would have been sufficient. So
Yeah.
Josh is saying what if we won? But it's unprecedented what took place last season.
Any other season.
The original statement was I said teams apart if you're Man City, unless you're Man City,
And then the Man City fans
you
in there.
don't deserve nothing from Liverpool.
Yeah, but what
And
I'm
I
saying-
maintain that. And
Yeah,
that
you can maintain
that
that.
feeds into exactly
Alright.
what
So-
you're talking about.
I've heard
City
enough.
won the league.
So what if you don't win the
Fair
league?
enough.
So what if you don't win the league
Fair
again?
enough now.
So what if you don't win the league again?
Let's just deal with the fact.
Then I might have to revisit those comments.
I'm listening to what people say. I'm making notes. So I've heard what Mark said. I've heard what Roberto. I'm hearing what everyone's saying.
Right, no, that's not.
So Mark stated that last season we would have lost or drawn that game. This season you'd have lost or drawn that game if Poch didn't get it wrong.
Yeah.
This season you'd have lost or drawn. You'd have lost that game. You wouldn't even have drawn that game.
What against you at Anfield?
Yeah, last week you'd have lost that game if Poch didn't get it
That's what
wrong.
you said. You're saying that we would have done it this season.
The game I watched
On
at the
Saturday.
weekend, on Sunday at the
Last season it
weekend.
was 2-2, remember?
Okay, we would not have lost that game if Poch didn't get it wrong.
That's a big if.
Poch,
But he did get it wrong. He did.
Poch got it wrong.
What did they say?
Poch got it wrong. Poch got it wrong because he played Danny Rose.
Okay, yeah, you made a
If
mistake.
Davies is playing at left back, that first
If
goal,
who played?
that second goal, that winning goal,
If who played?
if Danny
Davies,
if
Davies, I'm asking,
was on
okay.
instead of Danny Rose,
Okay.
that goal doesn't go in. The first one.
So Davies ain't got no mistakes in it.
What?
He's got no mistakes
What
in
I'm saying is, Danny Rose has done it against Arsenal. He didn't clear the lines. He's done it against Liverpool when he's ball watched. There are two mistakes that he's made that's cost us games. Aurier is Aurier. He's going to make mistakes, and by and large, that again is Poch's decision to throw him in the team.
Okay.
So for me, if Poch doesn't do that, if Poch again.
You two are pot
plays-
blaming, you know, the two of you.
Listen,
You have been.
listen. You go 1-0 up. You go 1-0 up. I said at the start, he needs to play a midfield base of Sissoko and Ndombele. If you play that, that is speed, that is strength, and Ndombele's got the pass that can pick a man out.
And they still can't save you, mate.
What?
Respect the team. I've had enough of you.
Listen, Liverpool have got some form of I wouldn't say it's luck.
Say it, man.
I wouldn't say it's luck,
It's
okay?
3 years of luck,
But
mate. Please,
I wouldn't
3
say
years.
it's luck.
It's approaching 3
It's a
years of luck.
system. It's a system
3 years.
and a style of play.
Let it
Shush. It's a system and style of play that every single person in that team knows what to do, when to do it. It's good teaching. It's good coaching. Okay.
Coming from a coach,
That's what they've got. That's what they've got at the moment. Okay. However, we found that there's flaws in their system. If you play somebody high up on their left side, sorry, on their right side, where Trent Bombard's on, okay, there's opportunities for you to score. Son should have scored again, like you said there, Tosh. He definitely should have scored. That should have been 2-0. Okay, that game should be done from that situation. If you play a team who are a bit more savvy, okay, because United showed you, United showed you that you could get a point. United showed you could get a point, and we should have definitely got something out of that game. But due to the lack of,
Chatel was wrong with the word. One word used it. Should have.
I know
Sheffield
yes.
would have said the same thing. We just we
you
hold them up. You
there
know what I mean? But it's not happening.
There's multiple things wrong with your
You said that
statement.
you didn't grind out a result against us. 100% you grinded out a result against us.
No, we didn't. That was light.
How was it light?
That was light.
It took a 90
That
minutes,
was
90
light.
minutes winner.
The possession, the shots on target, that was light.
Bruv,
The thing that saved you was
Your
Gavin.
keeper.
Your keeper. That was light.
It would have been
That was
3-1.
light.
It would
That
have been
was
3-1
light.
at
When you
Come
scored
on,
in the
man.
90th minute, you're grinding. I'm
Light.
not hearing anything.
Light.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
You grind out.
Can I ask you a question then? Can I ask you a question? If Maurice in goal, would that have happened?
Against who?
If Maurice was in goal,
What
would have been the same scoreline?
if you're saying if?
Let me ask you a question. You've been saying if the whole statement.
You're saying if now.
If Maurice was in goal, would it be the same job?
Gazaniga's great.
Thank you very much. Let's be
These
honest.
guys are talking about luck. Liverpool playing at Anfield.
Nobody's won there,
understand what when you step into Anfield, understand.
Bruv,
Elves are being held.
They're acting like they're
We're
gods.
approaching
They're acting
3
like
years.
you're gods.
You talk about
They're
last
acting like
season.
they're gods.
You talk about no, it wasn't. We beat you home and away last season, did we not? And then we not beat you.
You're not gods.
And then we not beat you in the Champions League final.
You're not gods.
We will know.
We beat you 3 times last season.
You're not no
Wow.
gods.
I never said that. I would never say that. I'll never. No, but what I'm saying is this.
What he's saying is there's
You lot's opinions. No, but you know what it is. I'm being cheeky, but ultimately, I'm basing my robust response on facts.
Listen.
You man are giving your opinions, and I don't care about opinions. We've lost twice in 68
The reason
games,
we
bro.
didn't win that game
Because you're not
was
good
because of
enough.
Poch.
You're not good
Because
enough.
of Poch's decision.
The reason why he took the lead was because of Poch.
What? Because we play Kane. Because we play Kane and
I
Son.
don't know what the reason was.
What?
but
No,
anyway,
he played Kane and Son.
got you in the lead.
No, look, come on.
No,
You
no,
play
very
Kane.
true.
You play.
Very true.
Joe. What I'm saying is, you play.
It's only when he's wrong, Joe. It's only when it goes
Let me say
left.
something.
Who's the face of the midfield?
So that's like saying
Wait,
your
Sissoko.
manager-
You just say you were taking the lead if Ndombele was on the pitch.
So
We
your-
didn't touch the
your-
ball. We didn't touch the ball before we scored.
your
What are you
manager
talking about?
picks Zach,
We didn't
right?
touch the
The
ball
whole
before we
crowd
scored.
is cussing it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the right thing to do.
Listen.
The whole crowd is cussing it.
We're gonna get to that. We get to that.
No,
That's what they say.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, I'm clearly being cheeky, but ultimately, you lot need to respect.
Hold on.
Let me finish. The reason I'm saying Poch got it wrong is this. We played in Champions League the week before and we won 5-0, okay? We won 5-0 with a set defence. Now, Ben Davies, for me, isn't a better attacking-minded defender than Danny Rose. But what Ben Davies brings to Tottenham's teams is more stability. Ben Davies is a steady Eddie. It will get you a grade 7 every week. Why? He gets the ball, he passes it forward, he clips it long. He doesn't do nothing flash. Danny Rose, at the moment, his head's gone. He's doing mad stuff. Okay, so why take off a man who's helped you to win 5-0 and not play him against Liverpool when you know Liverpool are going to attack against you? I'll play him.
But there must be reasoning behind that. I'm just saying, but I'm kind of adding to you. I'm adding to what you're saying. There must be reasoning
We don't
behind
play
that.
that.
Do you know what I mean?
We again beat Red Star. We then again beat Red Star with Sissoko and Ndombele at the base of the midfield. And what I saw of Sissoko and Dembele was brilliant. I see one man moves out, the other one comes into the centre. When the other one goes there, the other one goes in there. The movement, because they're both French, the movement and their style of play is in sync with each other. Why would you then take one of them out?
He's got too many players.
Play your strongest team. And your strongest... I'm telling you, I know the strongest team.
All that is well and good. That's all well and good.
I would love to.
That's all well and good.
I would love to. I ain't got my UA for 8. I got my UA for 8.
That's all well and good, but the reality situation is this. There is no version of Tottenham Hotspurs right now that can do anything to Liverpool.
Liverpool,
there's no version.
God.
There's no version.
No matter what.
Listen. I'm not even taking a mic. Listen, these are the facts, bro. There's no version. There's no version. There's none, bro. Then bring it in it. When we go Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, bring the best what you got.
So bring your
And let us come at 75% and see what happens.
You get 4-1.
You get 4-1 again. You get 4-1 again.
That was how many years ago now? Come on, bro.
Hold on. 4-1 in your backside.
Go on, Uncle. Brother, let Uncle go. Go on, Uncle.
It's no version.
I just don't find how you just don't give nobody credit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because I can't understand.
Understand.
The teams are finding out now how to play against Liverpool.
How long have I been hearing that now?
No, I'm telling you. Everyone now is starting.
I remember you sitting there talking the same thing about Leicester.
Forget that. Yeah. And they won the league. Whatever. What I'm saying is, everyone's finding the blueprint. Your weak link at the back, okay, is Trent. Your weak link is Trent. I'm telling you that. Yes, he's great on the ball. He's your weak link.
Okay, that's your opinion.
No, it's not your opinion. It's a fact.
So can I ask you a question?
Aston, you're
What's where all the goals come from?
Can I ask you a question? Hold on. So do you think that when Man City play them, Man City will beat them? Because the weakness is Trent.
Watch where Sterling plays. When Man City plays Liverpool, watch where Sterling plays. That's what I'm going to say. Watch where Sterling's going to be.
When Man City play Liverpool, I predict Gomez will start for one. Gomez will start and Trent won't start. That's what I predict.
100% not going to happen.
Point one. Point two.
That's not going to happen.
Point two.
That's not going to happen.
Point two. You're talking about facts. We're all highly educated people in this room. You know what the word facts mean. And the facts are this. No one ain't beating Liverpool in a while. These are the facts. So you're talking. Can I please finish? So we can all give our opinion, talking about weaknesses here and weaknesses there. Expose those weaknesses.
Oh my God!
To the point we lose a game.
No, okay, brilliant. We lose a game. We expose your weaknesses.
Because as a team, you expose our weaknesses. What was the score? What was the score?
Yes, you beat us because of our defensive
No, forget Spurs.
Did you get anybody?
And you exposed our weaknesses.
You're telling us to tell you about when we.
No, you're talking about people who found us out and got the blueprint.
Yeah,
you know they said that.
Okay.
You know they said that about Mayweather for 20 years. They've got the blueprint. We're still waiting.
So you're Mayweather.
Did you not use the top blueprint? In terms of being able to
Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
No, let me.
I'm waiting. Lord willing, Villa don't implement this blueprint you're talking about. Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it for a year. I'm telling you, man. You're talking about fashion. There ain't a man in this. Let me finish my rant. Let me finish my rant. There's not a man in this room. There's not a man in this room that is not smart. Yeah? So when you throw a word like you're whatever, Mr. Whatever, man. Let me not start, yeah? Anyway, yeah? Like, you can't throw the word fact around Liverpool when it comes to blueprints and stuff like that. When we ain't holding L's, bro.
The fact is
because you haven't won the Premiership.
The fact is,
and my original statement was, unless you're City, you can't talk to my team.
Chelsea's won it. Leicester's won it. Arsenal's won it.
Blackburn's won it.
Not won it.
You
keep going about.
I'll go back to my original statement.
So can I say something? Can I just ask you a question?
Hold on.
Why is it whenever we start talking about
how Liverpool's progressing. We start going back to history. Remember before that we couldn't talk history, you know. Remember we couldn't talk about it. All of a sudden we can't talk Leicester's winning, Blackburn's winning, and all that.
Liverpool have got a great system. Liverpool have got a great coach. They've got a great. What I'm saying is,
I might agree with you.
the teams are sussing out now where your weakness is.
I'm not having this. I'm not having this.
Every team has a weakness. Every team has a weakness.
Can I say
Can I finish?
Correct, cool.
Every team has a weakness.
Now he's talking sense.
Okay?
Yeah.
Your weakness
It's Trent.
is the fact that your
Trent
right
goes
back
forward too much, yeah?
is an attack-minded fullback.
He goes forward too much.
He's a midfielder.
Your left back is a left back. Your right back is
He's a midfielder.
Okay,
He's
so
a number 8,
our goal came from Trent switching off. Okay, and then our chance with Son came from Trent switching off.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, if we had better defenders playing, okay, if we had better defenders, that scoreline isn't finishing 2-1.
But so that means that means we have better forwards than your defenders.
Yeah, because this is what I'm saying. You're disregarding.
So that means if there is, like you said, you started off with that. Every team has a weakness.
Yes.
But our going forward, is there a better forward line in England? It's a
It's
simple question.
So
Sorry?
There is one in England, obviously.
City. So what I'm saying to you.
Arsenal's got a stronger.
Come and finish here.
Let's
Finish here.
Take a chunk at it.
Alright, well done. You beat us fair and square. Our defensive mistakes cost us, but I'm saying that you've got weaknesses that will get found out as the season goes on.
We're not perfect.
I just want to point something out. Hendo.
Scored for his first time in like
No.
25 years.
It's not even that he scored. It's the job that he did in that game. It's the job that Klopp asked him to do
And he-
that he done, which I think surprised.
And you know what? No, it's not that. It's not that. You know what it is? It's not even that. It's the
Because
coaching.
hold on.
It's the coaching.
Because I saw him do a run
Again, Aston. Sorry, finish.
against them, which he shouldn't. Henderson
Shouldn't have been able
have done.
But
Not
again,
even that.
this is where Aston is correct. Now he's talking. You can't say blueprints and stuff and not expect a reaction. This is where he's talking sense. From a coaching perspective, if you notice, when Klopp pushes Henderson further forward in midfield to the right, you see the best of Henderson. Henderson doesn't operate that.
Clockwell Henderson started his football form for Sunderland.
Yeah,
Clockwell
and that's what he done.
Henderson can play there.
No. All I was putting out was you were saying that obviously they're weak with Trent.
Yeah.
But I think you lot are weak on both.
Well, we can.
Aurier and Rose.
Well, tell but one. Souness. I don't even rate Souness, but he said Dumb and Dumber.
Graham's rude. I don't support Graham.
If you look at all our mistakes this season, if you look at all our mistakes this season, it's come from them too. Arsenal, we're 2-0 up, we're coasting. We're 10 seconds to half time. No, listen. Coasting into half time. Coasting into half time. Hold on, Joe. Let me finish. We're coasting into half time. We're 2-0 up. All we've got to do is clear the line. My man plays the ball back into danger, Danny Rose.
That's because he wasn't coasting.
He's not coasting.
That's the team.
But that's what he's saying. He's saying that
Aurier.
the defense wasn't.
I can't even. Aurier. How many mistakes has that guy made? I'm talking about basic mistakes.
You're not coasting. You don't
How are you gonna get sent off? How are you gonna get sent off in 4 or 5 minutes of the first half?
Because you're not coasting.
Because he's not coasting. Now listen,
That's the team.
I personally think Poch has said to these boys, I'm not playing you. You lot have gone. At the start of the season, he said you lot have gone. I've got Sessegnon coming in. I've got Foypon playing. Foypon got injured. Sessegnon got injured. So these boys have to play. So they're like, because Rose was gonna go Watford. Rose was signed at Watford. He was at the Watford training ground. So now he's back at Tottenham. He don't want to be there. His head's gone. So he's not playing how Danny Rose plays. Danny Rose used to play heart on his sleeve. No, he's not even like he's spent though, isn't he? He's not even spent for him. His head's not at Spurs anymore. He's heart at Spurs.
I just don't think he's at that level anymore.
He's not even that. He's not with Tottenham anymore. He's falling out of love with Tottenham. That's what it is. Get them man out of the team. Just get them out of the team.
So
get Ericsson out of the
one
team.
more question before we move on to the Arsenal game is do you prefer the other keeper then? Do you prefer this keeper to Lloris?
I think he's a better keeper.
Lloris is a great shot stopper, but the guy can't kick. Lloris can't kick.
So do you think the keeper's better?
100%.
I've not seen enough of him, but
From how he played against Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen enough of
let him hold it. Let him hold the number one shot.
3 seasons
Yeah, you can't kick the guy.
That game, Lloris shouldn't get his place back.
Last season as well.
Well, that's enough to give him a run. That's enough.
Loris has made
Too many mistakes. Loads of mistakes.
Alright, so
Can I
next.
It's Arsenal next.
Yeah.
Can I just start with one thing with Arsenal, please?
No, we haven't said
No,
it.
no, no.
I didn't even say it yet. He's trying to get a yellow card.
No.
Trying to get a
No,
yellow
no, I
card.
don't want to win the game. I don't want to win the game. One thing about Arsenal, and this is to Troops, I hope you've not had a heart attack and your blood pressure's calmed down because you were doing a lot on Arsenal fan TV last week. That's what I want to say.
So, Arsenal 2, Palace 2. Carlos, man, we say nothing.
No, I'm spectating. I can't even.
Carlos in the mood with Arsenal right now.
I just woke up.
He might say something.
Can we get it on camera that Arsenal fans don't want to talk about?
Joe.
To be fair, Carlos said. No, last week
Carlos been hitting up on them for long.
and he did say it was
I know Carlos is serious. I know Carlos is serious. He's walked in with his hood up. And Carlos has walked in with his hood up. I know he's serious today. I know what time.
No, Carlos did say it might get sticky last week. He did still. He's not like he didn't say it.
Go on, Joe.
He was saying Palace, they cause a problem.
I'll be honest with you, yeah. Certain games I just don't watch.
You didn't watch it?
So even with me talking so much smack about what happened to Granite, yeah, I didn't see a blood clot thing.
You didn't watch it?
Can I ask a question,
I didn't
right?
see her.
Can I ask you that question, right?
And I even go back to look at it. I don't care. Take your booing and go.
Are we talking about the result or about the
I
incident?
don't the whole game, everything that happened. But that's the
Can I ask you that question? This is just an honest question. What actually happened in that match? Because
You don't know. You said you didn't watch it.
No. Okay, what actually happened?
Didn't hear what you said.
The Arsenal match. What actually happened?
No, the football game.
The football game. Forget the incident. What actually happened?
They drew 2-2.
No, you know what happened, but they should not have drawn. They should not have drawn.
It happened, didn't it? Palace away from home, good. That's what they do.
Say what you're saying.
Why do you man struggle?
Because we've shown all season that we can't defend.
Oh, then didn't you struggle against Crystal Palace?
What So we done better. So we got a better result than Palace.
You say we got a point.
They got it.
My captain didn't get. My captain
I'll go to
didn't
Izzy.
Who's your captain? Who's your captain? Who's your captain?
I
knew I knew.
Stop sitting next to me, bro.
Yeah, man.
No, you know what it is? Man United are the only fans that can get a worse result than you. I think you can say something.
Do you know what? Do you know why we can? 13 Premier League titles. That's why. That's why.
Okay, so we know.
Anyway, listen, the reality of the situation is this.
That's embarrassing.
You got 13 Premier League.
We've given you, man, 13 different blueprints to win the league.
Hey, Roberto! I like that one. What have you got to say, Roberto? What have you got to say?
Hold on. Paul. In your profession, which I won't say on camera, everything's in the detail. And I keep on telling you this. When you don't use the right terminology, when you say stuff like league and not emphasize the word Premier before it, yeah? You can't tell us about blueprint. Let me know. He said league. He said it. He said.
So that's your question. We don't revert again. That's your question. Okay. So
Get back to Arsenal, man. What are you doing?
Anyway, what I wanted to say about Arsenal.
yeah, let's stop back.
Because I will pull him up every time.
This show is not going to be good if everybody's shouting.
Exactly. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you. You're
it
correct.
Looks funny when we're watching it and everybody's talking. So we've got to have one.
All right. Thank you, Uncle. So what I was going to say about the Palace-Arsenal game was this. As Carlos intimated last week, this shouldn't be a surprise. Because if you look at Palace's form, they're spoilers, especially away from home. games against Palace are often easier when you play them at Selhurst Park.
You know what though?
Right.
You did say, he actually says that I was going to win the penalty.
You know what it is though?
It's often, like, and
it's the
despite
2-0
your
up.
team,
It's the 2-0
you've
up.
experienced
It's the-
exactly how difficult it is to play Palace at home.
Okay, now, can I just say something? Me and Joe were having a conversation last week.
Yeah, because you didn't give him a chance to take an intake of breath, bro. Sorry.
Me and Joe were having a conversation last week about flaky. And I described Arsenal as a flaky team. Now, this result is exactly what I meant. You're 2-0 up at home, cruising,
2-0, man.
cruising
Massive.
against Palace. Now, I'm not saying that Palace are not attacking wise. No, but you're 2-0
He
up.
loves his cruising word.
Alright, sorry.
Cruising.
What is it? Cruising. Easy, cruising. Anyway, no, they were. You were 2-0 up at
I don't know
home.
if he was cruising. It was 2-0
Well,
up.
you didn't watch the game, so.
He was cruising. That's what I said. I don't know if he was cruising. Just like I know Tottenham weren't cruising.
100%. We're flaky at the moment.
That's an important point.
We're flaky.
Not actually cruising.
But to be fair,
Can be winning, but
Arsenal are 2-0 up at home, okay, against a team who, you know, they got Zaha, and they are doing well at the moment. But you got to finish them teams off. And that just emphasises the point when I say that Arsenal are a flaky team. Okay, this is why I say that, because you can't be 2-0 up at home to Palace and they come back. It's not the first time this season that you've been winning and teams will come back. You know, I personally think that for Arsenal, finishing 6th would be a good position for them this season.
He's just digging all the way. He's just digging all the way, bro.
I have to say,
He can say that.
timing, everything is literally timing.
It's not far off
At
the
2-0,
Like he might be fourth, but I'm saying. So he can say that.
At 2-0,
It's not mad. It's not.
if you're 2-0 with 10 minutes to go, that's a good scoreline. But if your team
Aston seems to have this idea that they're going to finish above us.
Not the way.
But listen, at 2-0 with 10 minutes to go, 2-0 is a pretty decent scoreline with 10 minutes to go. But when a team pulls a goal back early on in the second half, it can change the whole outlook.
The third goal is most
Everyone
important
gets
goal.
mad nervous.
Yeah, of course.
The third goal is most important goal.
And the fact that when Palace got that first goal,
32 minutes that was.
But the thing is, this
was
game.
it, they got in 32 minutes.
So
again,
after 32
your
minutes,
back's against
32 minutes, if this is at Anfield and, for instance, Tottenham took the lead, what did the crowd do at Anfield?
They hit the
Okay,
ceiling.
so that is what needs to happen at the Emirates, and what's happened at the Emirates?
You're talking like you've been there, though.
Listen, I have been there. It's not a very nice place because the fans are always solid. No, Carlos. Do you know what it is? And what we find in this shop and what we find in forums is Arsenal fans are always divided, and that's what happens when a goal is conceded.
Only Arsenal fans are divided?
No, they're very
only.
That's right.
The only team in the Premier League.
Arsenal are the only fans that I know that they fight over managers staying and going. They fight over captains.
I was going to start there soon.
Listen, no, we're not fighting each other. Me and Tosh ain't fighting each other. I'm seeing Arsenal fans are actually physically putting hands on each other because of Wenger. Like, your club's messed up. Your club's messed up.
No, Chef, what Aston's saying is that the fans, after successfully getting rid of Wenger, the fans now feel that they did successfully get rid of him. So now they feel that they can kind of voice their opinion, go on a couple of forums, make enough noise, and get what they want. And talk to the captain how they feel. That's madness. I don't know.
That's not it.
It's not.
See Arsenal fans, it takes a long time, in general, for us to voice our opinion.
So how long has Emery been there? A year and a half? Yeah. How long has Emery been there?
Okay, is Emery actually getting... There's some noises about Emery, but is Emery getting booed?
No, not yet.
Is Emery getting booed?
I don't know about booed.
Thank you. Because it takes a long while.
I've seen people say we should go.
Yeah, that's not booed though.
No,
he's only been there a year and a half, so he's not going to get booed yet. That's a fact. Shaka, no, if he carries on, he's going to get booed. It's a fact. If he carries on, he's going to get booed.
Why? Because there's too many Bowmans.
No, it's not nothing to do with Bowman. He's doing bad. As you said, he's running a flaky team. So he's going to get booed. If you're being poor for a long time, you're going to get booed. That's what's going to happen now. You're going to get booed. Shaka's been poor. Shaka's been poor for a long time. What you remember is, and even though he didn't actually get booed, he didn't get booed. It was a jeer at the right decision. Finally, taking him off. That's a jeer. Then he started walking slowly. Now, if it's 2-2, you should be trying to win the game. As captain, you run. like a camel. You run off the
like
pitch.
a camel, you know.
Run fast.
You're getting substituted.
Because as soon you up, as captain, your team should be letting in 2 goals at home to Crystal Palace. So yes, you are partly to blame. So when the manager makes a decision to call you up finally, and the crowd cheer, you accept it and you run.
Sorry, Joe. There's a culture within Arsenal Football Club. I actually did like a whole paper on it. Yeah. It's the toxicity, thank you, Toss, within that club is mad. Maybe not amongst people like yourselves, but it is mad.
Very toxic.
Yeah, there's a culture in the club.
We've been dealing with bullshit.
Yeah, there's a culture within the club which has been manifested, is now manifesting division within the team. Things like Arsenal Fans TV, as like the impact it's had, within your team. I don't even think a lot of Arsenal fans realise, and I'm not solely blaming on Arsenal Fan TV, but things like that, it is so mad from a psychological perspective, how it has affected your team.
Because they're watching that, they're seeing that.
Only to losers.
They're seeing that. You know they're seeing that, innit?
Like, for evolved human beings such as yourself, you can probably see above that.
But there's not losers.
You see, I have to agree with it, because if you watch Sky Sports and you're accepting what Soonies and all these other guys are saying, why can you watch Arsenal TV and accept what the
winners will accept that. Winners accept that.
Okay.
Because that's how I feel about my club.
So you understand the impact of media, right? And how they have a way of manipulating and painting. Allow me to finish. Let's be honest. These fans, half of these fans that are on Arsenal Fan TV are driving the culture of that club, whether you like it or not. A lot of these guys are simpletons. And the fact that there's a section and a noticeable section of that fan base that allowing them to control and push a narrative in that club is very, very, very dangerous. Arsenal, listen, I'll tell you. At Liverpool, when it got really bad for Liverpool, you do not see that. This stuff is not being manifested in popular culture, in forums and that at Liverpool. We moan a lot. Your
bad is different to our bad.
No, but listen, we moan a lot.
Your bad is different to our bad.
Like Gary said, Joe, the other day, he said,
ultimately, we need to have a united front, and you're divided as a team.
Remember Gary said, what good does he think? What you tell me, any group of fans, no matter where you are, what forum, what good does that have to the club? What good do you get from that? Barking after my man, booing him and all that, and the captain and so on and so forth. What good comes of it?
You know what is? What's happening there is a good situation. They have to know. He has to know. We were sitting there before that game. We were talking to Roberto, saying, how does he not know? He's saying the manager must be seeing.
Well, last week you're talking.
He's saying the manager's seeing something. So if the manager all now can't see, we have to let you know. We have to open your eyes. And we've opened his eyes. Captains don't do that. They don't do that.
Walking off is your issue.
Doesn't matter. Whatever happened, the walking slow, playing shit, the whole situation, captains don't see.
Again, but that feeds into the culture of the club. There's no leaders in that club.
But whose fault is that?
It's mashed up.
That's not our fault.
But it's not the fans' fault. It's not just one thing. So it's not just the fans. There's multiple things.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Your one is broken. No matter what, when you don't go through a bad patch, we can honestly say 100% you tried. We can't say that.
Your leaders, your influencers that are being put in on Front Street in your club are clowns. And they're pushing a narrative that is mad.
Our leaders, so how? That's what
and when I say leaders, obviously I'm referring to them people on Arsenal Fan TV. When I say leaders, no, but I'm in the eyes of the masses, they're seen as your leaders.
But their narrative is not wrong. What they're saying is nothing wrong. What they're saying that's wrong.
Bro, there's a way you can say things.
Like
and these guys are influencing the masses.
They're not
influencing the masses.
Listen to what I'm saying. They're feeding into a media-driven narrative that are saying Arsenal crisis, crisis, crisis.
But
Yeah? And
ex-players have been saying that way
That's
before.
reverberating throughout the club.
Ex-players have been saying that
It's
way
a deep,
before.
deep thing.
So isn't that a bigger problem?
Are you
When an
telling me
ex-player
Arsenal
comes
fan
out
TV are touching more people
and
than
says something
Sky?
more than
Then Roy Keane was honest.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I'm asking you.
You're not listening. What I'm saying is, I'm saying this is parts of a puzzle.
I'm a Liverpool fan. I go whatever your result is, as long as it ain't a win, I go and look for it. I go and look and see what's going on. I give it half hour, 45 minutes, and I go online to go see it.
Okay, so when we win, is that what they say? And when they win, are they not the happiest people there? Have you seen troops? When
Yeah.
Have
And
you
the
seen
overall,
it?
what's the
It's the
overall?
both thingy. The what's his name? Claude.
Yeah,
Have you seen them when we win?
Yeah,
They're not negative. They're funny in the positive way.
Yeah.
It's just like when we lose bad, they're expressing it.
And you got to remember, these
They're
are guys
not
that
negative when
spend
we
their
win.
life rather than
yeah.
up and down. Listen,
Say armchair
hold on,
fans,
let me tell you something. I went to a away game, yeah? Is it last season or the season before against Man City? Bro, it's a whole day out. I'm getting to my house at something to free. These guys are doing
Kelechi will be in Lagos. Kelechi will be in Lagos. Is it Kelechi? That's the one. You'll be in Lagos. Get a plane, come watch the match. Get a plane back straight after. Go back.
What's his name?
Them man are talking and they ain't rapping. Ty.
Me and him get back 3 o'clock in the morning from
We
Anfield.
can lose
We gonna
8-2.
lose.
We can lose. We've lost. I've seen Ty. We've lost 6-0. And Ty's, we're the better team. 8-2, 6-0, whatever. Who's the better team? I see Ty's.
The fact that you're using those guys you're mentioning as examples of like almost like best practice how to conduct yourself as Arsenal fans is sad in itself, bro. Hold on. Kelechi is a caricature. Yeah, I don't care. He could come from the moon. Yeah. That is not how you should conduct yourself as a fan.
How do you conduct yourself badly?
He's a joke.
How?
Bro.
That's his personality, bro.
I'm
asking you how. You can't justify it. I have no problem with anyone's view, but justify it.
Listen. To the masses, this jackass singing and doing all that on TV is just mugging your team off.
No, that's it.
Don't pretend, man. I'm talking about the masses. The narrative is help driving the narrative that is affecting your club. You don't need characters like that being on Front Street for your team because what about the other 99% of Arsenal fans that are away fans that go to every game also? Why are they not on the TV?
Other ones
understand what
they are. No. Those are not the only ones. It's just that those are the best characters.
I don't need no characters supporting my team.
Yeah, but at the same time, hold on, but at the same time,
I understand the narrative that's being driven by Robbie and them lot. That's why he's driving them big whips. And it's mashing up your team. And with the aid of media, it's mashing up your team. Them teams need to be off. Like teams go through stuff. But them guys don't need to be on Front Street representing.
Let's get back to the point at hand.
Mad.
If I was a fan of Arsenal and my captain, we were drawing 2-2, was walking off the pitch. Not even walking, just taking his time. Yeah. It was 2-2, but I was going to be teaming. If that was Henderson, if that was Milner, I see Milner do the madness. When Milner comes up and he's got that armband, he's spinning to somebody, putting it on the
Bottle's mistake is, see the Bottle's mistake? He's blaming the fans for reacting. Yes, you are. Arsenal fans TV, they wouldn't have a narrative to drive afterwards if he did not do that.
I also spoke about.
You understand? Liverpool don't have that. They don't have that to do with. Because they've had Carragher, Gerrard, Milner, Henderson. Who are not behaving like that. So you don't know. You don't have that experience to deal with. We do. So you can't cuss them.
I can. I also spoke about the coach of the club on the pitch. I've also talked about the lack of leadership within your team.
So that's Arsenal fans TV.
And I also said it's many facets to the issue with Arsenal Football Club.
I'm not blaming Arsenal fan TV. What I'm saying is,
that's not what I said.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if I was a fan and like they're saying. Yeah, yes, I understand the psychological damage it could do to the player. I get all that. I get what he's going through. I hear all that. But if I'm paying money, okay, and my team are drawing to Crystal Palace, and we've been 2-0 up, and they're drawing to Crystal Palace, and there's
What
15
minute was
minutes
he-
left.
was he
Doesn't
taken
matter.
off?
Doesn't matter what minute it is.
I'm
One of
asking,
the pitch.
we're the first
One
half,
of the
so
pitch.
you
You're the
gotta
captain.
get the time.
You lead by example. You lead by example. You come off that pitch, or you put that armband on the brother. Get off that pitch so we can get on and win
Do
this.
you
game.
ask a question?
That's
Do you
the
think
reality.
he walked slow because of the booing? You two.
No, there wasn't
walking slow already.
It wasn't booing. No, that's what I'm trying to say. Listen, remember, Xhaka plays more time, 90 minutes of every game. The fans are not happy about that. Emre's seeing something that no one else can see, whatever. So when he's come off, when his numbers gone up, come off. No matter what, you just run off and deal with it.
You
don't then slow down, walk off. You're gonna get booed, bro.
But in a weird way, you've just proven my point.
How?
His actions in that moment is symptomatic of a larger problem within your club.
That's not the only. We're not the only
Do
team
you
that do
think?
that. Are we the only team that have done that?
You're not missing. You're missing my point. Other teams boo their players, but those players don't react the way Xhaka reacted. Do you think that would happen at the majority of other clubs in the Premier League? Name a team that would happen. It's symptomatic of a larger problem. I'm struggling to think of.
No, but you know what it is? It's more so the manager. They're happy. They're going, yes, the manager for making
It's not. This is what you're not catching. It's not so much the player. It's the manager. You booed the player for walking slow. Xhaka hasn't been booed in the ground like that before.
And this is what I'm saying, it's symptomatic of a larger problem. At most clubs, it might be 10% of the fan base, 20% of the fan base. At Arsenal, it's a substantial amount of fans.
If you took off Guendouzi, it would be their chair.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Because
it never happened. Bro, ultimately, Joe, I've done 6,000 word papers when I've had to do substantial research on Arsenal football
club. So
I'm telling you,
he makes 2-3 subs a game.
I'm telling you,
he makes 2-3 subs a game. And we've got such a big problem with that. When was the last time this happened?
You're missing my point.
I'm not missing your point.
I've just said
you. Hold on.
No, but you're picking at one element of a wider point I've made.
We can move on to the other bits, but I want to deal with one point.
I don't know because I can't remember.
I said to you,
I can't remember.
Okay, if it was any other player that was
I can't
taken
remember.
off, would they have jailed?
I don't know because it never happened. I don't know.
Alright, let Uncle.
Let's say it's a problem.
Hold on, let Uncle say his point. Let Uncle say his point.
What, the booing of fans?
Hold on. I can understand it from the fans' point of view because even me as an outsider watching Xhaka, I can't. And I was saying this to Gary about 3 years ago. What does Xhaka do? It's not as if it's been now. It's been
But like Joe's saying,
years.
Every must see something in training. You can't be
I
going
didn't say that.
that.
said that.
I
don't believe that.
agree with him. You might see something.
Let's get booed. Let's get booed by a large section of fans when he's executed.
No, Xhaka didn't get booed every week.
You're missing my point. That ultimately, booing, I'm not saying Arsenal fans are wrong to boo, but what I'm also saying to you guys is his reaction is symptomatic of a larger problem within the club. How many players you know react like that? Why do you think he reacts like that? There's a larger scope. That might be an issue. That's been a claim leveled at Arsenal for many a moons now.
We're not disputing that though.
For many a moons
We're not disputing that. But what I'm trying to say, you're saying that the fans are driving the narrative.
No, I never said that.
The fans are reacting to what's
I said
going on.
that's an element of what's happening at the club.
But at the same time, wouldn't we say the fact that obviously social media plays a big part in football?
There you go.
Any fan can come out and say whatever they
now
want
you're
at
talking
any team.
Now you're getting what I'm saying.
So it's not just
but you're saying it's by
even though I understand that there's a
despite
large proportion of people that watch it for entertainment.
You've got Chelsea fans.
No, but you're missing
You've
my
got
point.
Chelsea fans abusing man for missing penalties, and United man. So that's worse than what I think is.
Okay.
We booed him for walking slow.
Okay.
Not for being shit.
Okay. But that's not week in, week out.
It's not week in, week out, Arsenal.
Yesterday it was
And get me when we come here next week. Show me the game before where it was.
I'm not talking about booing. I'm talking about abuse of players. I'm talking about the language used when discussing your players.
The whole team or a few Fans Nation TV man.
Name
Which one is it? You can't.
So what you're saying is those conversations to be had in the pub, not on
Yes, because you're driving a narrative that's been perpetuated by the
Man
media.
United fans do it as well. You said Arsenal fans TV was the first and it's blown. You watch the Man United one.
United stand. Yes, I do. Because people are the
don't,
person that owns it.
And they don't
I
do
know
that.
the person who
And,
owns
okay, so they don't do that on there.
Yeah, they do.
But they do it on the most fans TV,
Yeah,
bro.
correct.
So why are we just highlighting Arsenal then?
Because
Shouldn't we say fans TV as a whole?
Because you lot have been doing it season in, season out for probably about a decade now. However long Arsenal fan TV's been in existence, you lot have been consistently doing it. This is what I'm talking about, culture. Culture doesn't manifest itself over one or two interviews.
Why we've got more, as I said, we've got more, we've got more to express because we haven't been. If Tottenham make a fans TV, it's going to be similar.
1960.
It's going to be
1960. I guarantee you, Tottenham Hotspur fans would not act like how Arsenal fans. 1960.
We're coming back to this.
No. Coming back to this. Similar to this. Ashton, if you don't make a fans.